That's what I'm talking about. Welcome in. Welcome to the Glow Show. All right, let's get the show on the road. All right, got a lot of catching up to do. Lots of catching up. What's up, Mike? How are you? Colleen, how are you? Well, hello, Michelle. How are you? No sound? Really? What's up, Callie? So no sound on TikTok? Okay. Okay, let's try it this way. Hold on one second. What's up, YouTube? How are you doing? Oh, you got it now? Yeah, I think my other microphone might be dead. Yeah, that was fresh microphone. Yeah, that one must be dead. Hi, Cruzy. How are you? Cody, what's up? Today we are making some funky Christmas ornaments and standard ornaments. Yeah, we're doing funky and crazy and just some standard. We'll mix it up in between the two. For a funky ornament, we're going to start off by making a new version this year of what I call it's kind of like a snowman Grinch hybrid. So we're going to do that. We're going to make a snowman hybrid Grinch. All right, so we got to pull this down. I have been without power for a day and a half. So we finally got power back, and that's a good thing. Bad thing is the main internet, the landline internet version, is still down, but my T-Mobile is up and running. This is why I use T-Mobile. Because that one at least is reliable. Now, we like reliable. Okay, so we're going to pull this point down. Yeah, I had no power for like a day and a half, literally. And internet was down too. It still is on the main, like I said, the main cable, which is like Xfinity or Comcast that everybody's familiar with. My company's a little different. But it's still down. Yeah, T-Mobile. Yeah, I love T-Mobile internet. It's great. All right, I'm just prepping this real quick, and then we're going to get going. Just doing a quick prep. I know. That's what I'm saying, Red Squeak. I couldn't log into my Etsy. I couldn't get my Etsy account up. Nothing. No, we don't do Prince Rupert's drops. They are very, very bad. Did they say why it went down? No. All they said it was down, and I said, how long do you anticipate? And they're like, we'll let you know. Like, okay. You do that. All right. I think I was probably talking to AI on the customer service end. You'd love to try it? Cody, honestly, I've never had anybody fail in trying this. I've had a guy that was legally blind do this with me. I mean, I was right there with him. So it's not like I just said, here you go, and left him alone. But he was legally blind, and he did this. And then I had another gentleman that was a welder for 30 years and developed Parkinson's. And it wasn't full-fledged Parkinson's yet. He wasn't completely disabled on that, but he ended up being able to do it too. There's always a way to get it done. Just have to figure out a way. But yeah, the legally blind guy was kind of fun to work with. Let me turn this down for 1 second. Just a little bit. Okay. So the legally blind guy was fun to work with because he still wore the glasses. But he could see shadows. So as he was working in the flame, he could see shadows. I do have a shop, yeah. Not like a retail, like you could show up to it, but you're in a wheelchair with learning difficulties? Well, Cody, you are someone I would love to get a hold of and teach. I really think a wheelchair-bound person would be perfect for this job. I've been saying that for years. There's a way to set it up at your home where you could do everything. You live in Australia? That's okay. We'll figure it out. If there's a will, there's a way. Tonight we're making standard Christmas ornaments and then funky. So we're going to do a little audience participation. Just going to have some fun. I need to get back in the rhythm because I was down for so long with a stupid internet. You live in Michigan? Well, welcome in. I'd love to have people all over. Yeah, that is it. Thank you, Lucky Lex. Obviously, Sassy. Thank you for the heart. Me, how are you doing? There's my social media coach, obviously Sassy, who if you are not following on TikTok, you need to go follow her immediately. She's amazing. She has helped me with a tremendous amount. You're from Oregon, welcome in. And then we got Lucky Lex, Dragonfly Creation, and Gross Glass Gallery sitting here, all live streamers. And they are amazing too on TikTok. Red Squeak is in the house. Thank you for the heart me. Red Squeak has been an awesome moderator with me for a very long time and an excellent supporter. She's awesome. She makes excellent cheesecake. She's like cheesecake queen. Do I have a Facebook account? I do. Yep. You get it's the same names, or not on here. I should make that. Red Squeak! Thank you. What is that? Magic Prop. Thank you, Red Squeak. I should make a Facebook account with this name. But it's under Starry Night Glass. Alright, so we got to do a quick ornament. Sorry, I lost track. Thank you for the whale diving. Obviously, Sassy. You're a social media manager? Awesome. Yeah, social media has been an absolute uphill climb for me. Am I that guy that would eat food at restaurants? No, I'm not him. Although I look like I've eaten a lot of food. I know I'm a little pudgy. That's okay though. It's my Tony Soprano look. If I walked into a restaurant as a food critic, they'd be like, nope, get out. Thank you. I appreciate that. I have no problem with that, with him at all. We just happen to look alike. Just happen to look like, that's all. But I am comfortable with who I am. I really, really am. A zero in the shot. I haven't been able to get Etsy up yet, Sensei Bug. Etsy has been down all day for me. Thank you for the galaxy. There was a Amazon, what is it? Amazon, whatever servers host all the websites for everybody. It went down, and I haven't been able to get my Etsy back up. So it's there, but I can't access everything. Yeah, AWS. Yeah, so I haven't been able to get all of it back up yet. been frustrating. Okay, so we got some white lines going around here. So this is going to be a very basic item. Then from here, we're going funky. So if you want to stick around for funky, I highly recommend it. Actually, we're going to throw this into the red zone. Hope I got enough on here. Yeah, we're definitely going to do funky here in a minute. Thank you, everybody, for the gifts, too. I appreciate it. Obviously, Sassy Red Squeak, everybody, thank you. So, yeah, obviously, Sassy was and has been my TikTok coach and helping me with a lot of things. I call her my chat GTP of TikTok. Okay. So this is a red that is going to actually go completely transparent as we make it. Oh my God, thank you for the DJ glasses. Thank you, obviously, Sassy. Appreciate you. All right, let's get this going. We're going to add the red. As I said, it's going to disappear. It'll come back to red later, but for right now, it's going to disappear. Thank you so much for the gifts. Lucky Lex, thank you for the gifts. And I do have the best moderation team on the planet. Cruising's a new moderator over here. So Cruising's welcome to the mod team, the mod squad. I call them the mod squad because they're awesome. Hey, what's up, Tim? Thank you for the finger hearts, Lucky Lex. Do I have to accept? You have to accept fan mail? I don't know what that means. I answer as many emails as I can, but 2 days ago I got flooded with 5,000 emails all at once. That sucked. So it's been a rough week. It has definitely been a rough week. Do I believe in Bigfoot? Hell yeah, I do. That's why I live in Washington. I'm waiting for Bigfoot to walk in my studio. Okay, so we have all these lines. As I said, the red is going to kind of disappear. I'll see if we can kind of get it back into play, but we'll see. For now, it's gone. It'll come back later. And we're going to spin this up. You fell asleep watching my live last night? Well, that'd be very interesting because I wasn't live last night. Obviously, Sassy, thank you for the magic roll. I love that. They've upped the game on those gifts, by the way. Thank you so much. So if you have sent me messages and I have not responded, there's a good reason for it, because A, I had to filter out 5,000 plus emails, and I'm not having access to certain accounts right now. Unfortunately. Hopefully they get the Etsy thing all cleared up. It'd be really nice if they could do that. I'd really appreciate it. All right, so we're going to blow this out. We're going to spin it up. Ooh. You know what? We're going to try something awesome tonight after we get the funky done. I just got a great idea. That's why I named my business Shiny Objects when I had it, because I was constantly thinking about something and go, ooh, shiny object. Flavortown? No, Flametown. What's the rod out of? The rod is actually made out of what's called borosilicate glass. a lot of people refer to it as Pyrex. Pyrex is a brand of glass, not a type, but a lot of people think of it as a type, and that's okay because it's not very well out there. But yeah, so yeah, that was the name of my store. Obviously, Sassy, thank you for the money gun. Yeah, that was the name of my shop, Shiny Objects. My corporate lawyer at the time was like, that's a dumb name. I'm like, oh, thanks for sharing. And it's still in business. I just don't own it. But there we are. We got a little bit of a spiral going on. Okay, I don't know if y'all picked it up tonight, if you've been with me for a while, but I lit this area up. No, I kept him as a lawyer. He's a lawyer. He had no creativity, so it was okay. Yeah, the glass I use now is not the same Pyrex, except for the lab glass. All of the lab glass that is Pyrex is original Pyrex. Thank you, obviously, Sassy. Yeah, I did light the area up a little bit more. Hopefully you can see on the bench a little bit better. I don't know if y'all can tell, but I did add a little bit of light to it. Yeah, we definitely added some color, light to enhance the colors. Okay, so we're going to spin this off. I am not happy with this one so far. I'm going to see if I can fix it here. Let's see if we can get it to at least get it semi-straight. I really muffled this one up. If I can't fix it, it's going in the water bowl. Thank you for liking the live, obviously, Sassy. What's up, Daisy Girl? Zachary, how are you? Can you make a mini water? No, there's so many people making that. I just don't make any. I don't make any of that stuff. I can't mention the P word because I am on TikTok too, multi-streaming, and if I say that, it flags. So I can't say the P word, but I don't do any water pieces. It's just the market's flooded. So many people doing it. You just don't need one. There's plenty of really, really good artists out there making them. If you are really looking for a custom piece, let me know. I can refer you to an artist that will make what you're looking for sure. Yeah, if you have a particular design you want done, message me. I'll put you in touch with the right artist. Can you be my apprentice? No, I don't have any apprentice. But you can watch on here all you want, and I do a lot of tutorials, and I explain things as I go. So, Melanie, thank you. All right, we got to put a hook on this. I appreciate your son is enjoying it. This is why I keep it as clean as I can. Okay, we're going to burn this off here. If I was, there we go. Smooth that out. This is just kind of my warm up. So fun fact, if I'm off of the torch for even a day, it takes me a minute to get back into rhythm. If I'm off for 2 weeks, holy crap, it takes me 3 or 4 days. All right, we got to pop this off. And hopefully we got a spiral coming in there. You can kind of see that red starting to come into effect here. It's not fully there yet, but it's not, it turned out okay. I don't have to trash it. I don't think I have to do anything with it that way. All right, so we're gonna, one last little thing. This is the pen we did do the other night with the little mushroom on it, little mushroom pen. We're gonna trim it off real quick and get the other end done. Hopefully it doesn't break on me. And then we'll do the funky. So this takes a insert for a big pen, like a normal big pen. It's a little mushroom guy. There we go. Make sure it's got a good grip on it, about like that. Yeah, it feels pretty good. So yeah, they take big inserts. Would I make a glass ring to sell? I'm not real partial to making rings. The only one I would do, it would have to be really, really, really thick. So it would not be a very thin ring. If you want something thick, we could probably do that, but thin, no way. It's too much risk of damage. And I'm not worried about the ring as much as I am you. I don't want you getting hurt. What's up, L to the B? Hi, Creative. How are you? That was really close. Holy crap. I don't know if you saw that. I almost hit my lips with it. Am I a well-ventilated area? Yep. If I wasn't, I'd be sleeping. You are not late. I just got started. We're good to go. I've only been on for 22 minutes. What's up, L to the B? Yeah, I got really close right there to having a problem. Open this up just a little bit. Perfect. So this is a writing pen. When it cools off, we can put a big insert in there, and it's just a little writing pen. Got a little mushroom on it. We put it a little sideways, got some angling to it. It's just a funky, cool piece that if someone steals your pen, you know exactly where it's at, who has it. And this is my really, really high-tech tool for getting that insert perfect. Super expensive high-tech. It's actually really perfect. It fits the big insert perfectly. I don't even know if I have one. Hold on. Do I happen to have a pen? Yeah. I don't have the glass pen handy, but I can show you what I'm talking about with the insert. So that's the insert that goes in like that. So these are just replaceable big inserts for that type of pen. Super simple, super easy. That's the little brand I use, Bic. Nice and simple. Okay, we're doing funky. Let's go. Make sure my flame is all good. Put a little heat on the subject. Does the flame have to be that high all the time? Yep, because I'm freaking cold. Thank you for the pumpkin. Out to the B. Thank you. How you doing? All right, we're going to start out right here. Can I make a glass skull mug? Oh. Not sure. I could definitely make a shot glass with a skull on the bottom of it. Like when you get done with your shot, there's a skull image. We've done that. Thank you for the pumpkin latte and the crystal rose. Thank you, Mike. Thank you, L to the B. Thank you for the pumpkin lattes. Obviously, Sassy. Thank you for the bubbles, the headphones. I so much appreciate it. What's up, Uncle Skin? How are you doing? Yeah, I was completely without power for about a day and a half. Yeah, the animals are. No, I appreciate you, obviously, Sassy. Awesome. Thank you for the roses, L to the B. All right, so we're doing a funky ornament. I'm going to try and get some audience participation in on this, okay? We're going to kind of go over some stuff and figure out as we're building it what it looks like, and you guys will help me out if you're up for it. What about the fumes? They go away. Thank you for the corgi. L to the B. Thank you. All right, so let me trim this little part right here off. Just a wee bit. Like that. Get this out here. Okay, so first things first, we're going to add some color to it, just a little bit. Thank you, Cody. And the color I'm adding in is a little bit what I call an offset color. So it's just going to add a little bit of flavor to it, if you will. So we're going to spiral that up right now. Here we go. So just attach here and scroll around. Like that. Thank you, everybody, for liking the live. I appreciate it on TikTok. And we're coming through. So this has to be melted in a little bit. I definitely ship overseas. Everything pretty much goes DHL overseas. They've been the most reliable for me. All right, so there we are. We have a little bit of spiral added on there. So it's a lime green with a transparent effect to it. And then we got kind of a semi-transparent green on there. I'm going to see if I can spike this down with a little bit of flavor. There we go. Okay, let's go. We're going to melt these in a certain way. Like this. This is a very basic patterning here for glass. Back in like 1998, if you knew how to do this, you were like a god of glass. But it's evolved since then. It's gotten a little better. We're just coming all the way around. Yeah, if you knew how to do this back in 1998, you were like a god. If you knew how to do it well, I should say. Some people did it, but not very well. All right, I'm going to give it a second to chill. I'm starting to get a little warping on it, but what's up, Betty? How are you? So we're going to bring it through, and you can see it's really, really tight there. And right in here, it's a little more smeared. Where did I just set that rod down? Seriously? Oh, there it is. We're going to come through, add a few more. I got to fill in some gaps here. Then we're going to go funky. We're going to make funky monkeys. All the way around. One more. We're all done. There. I might attempt this tonight too. This is a very, very old piece, so I would like to make it and refine it, but it's a little octopus bead. I want to do it in an ornament. So I want to make this in an ornament. This is really, really old, but it's a little funky octopus bead. It's got a hole all the way through it, that way and that way. But I just think it looks freaking cool. It's so basic, it's cool looking. Sweet roll from Skyrim? I don't know what a sweet roll is. Love from Canada. Welcome in from Canada. I love going to Canada. I've only been to one place. It was Vancouver, but I had a really good time there. Everybody was super nice. I had a really, really good time. Different vibes. You make those, but the P word, I can't say the P word because I have TikTok going. But yeah, the only version of that I do, different vibes, is glow in the dark. But you'll be seeing the glow in the dark glasses I use, you'll be seeing on the open market very, very soon with North Star. I just talked to them today, and they are finishing up the literature and advertisement for it. We are doing that tonight, Mike. So we're all good. Welcome in from France. Are you from France? Awesome. Nova Scotia. Really? Man, we're all over the world tonight. I like it. All right, we got to attach it here. Yeah, it's a little later, so we're definitely going to catch a different time zone. So that's kind of cool. I'm either going to catch time zones or people like me with insomnia. What's up from Maryland? New Zealand? Welcome in. DeLand, Florida. I don't know where that is. I lived in Sanibel, but I've never heard of that one. Oh, Disneyland. Oh, maybe that's what. China, welcome in. Do I ever use stained glass ever? No, I don't do any stained glass. Like glass stain for color? No. No bueno on that one for me. That's how we used to have to color it back in the day, but not anymore for me. Okay, so we got this tapered down a little. This is the next spot. So we're going to expand this out a little bit. and then we're going to start adding features to it. As we start adding features, I'm going to have you guys vote. Do I sleep with my hair like that? Well, yeah. I can't take it off. Clearwater, Florida, Memphis, Tennessee. I want to go to Memphis. Well, that's awesome. That's awesome, Joshua. Yeah, I want to go to Memphis at some point. Okay, let's blow this out a little. We're just heating it up. Now again, this has a small little pattern to it. It's going to be hard to see, but it is in there. Okay, we're going to bring it down just a little. Perfect. Okay. So once I pop this little hole in here, we're going to start adding items to it, objects, things. You guys are going to vote. You're going to help design it. Actually, I'm going to pop it right here because that's where it needs to go. Okay, we're good. Okay, so the next hat is going to have multi-greens to it. Okay. The hat design is where you guys get to vote. Y'all ready? So I either want to do the Santa style hat, with the big loop to it, or I want to do a top hat. I'm going to bring the top hat over. I don't think I have a Santa style. I do not. Double check just to be 1,000% sure. Nope. So this will be, let me move the ghost down. So this is what I'm referring to a top hat. So I'm going to let you guys vote, top hat or the Santa hat style. So go vote now. Now we are on two streams, so I'm going to be watching both. I'm just watching chat. Top hat, top hat, top hat. Wow, top hat, really? All right, we're looking. Top hat is really doing good. I'm just keeping this warm, so till we get it voted. Now Santa's coming in. Santa's coming in pretty hot. Top hat, Santa. Oh my God, it's close. It's close. Man, it's like 50-50. I should have done a better version of this, figuring that out. Santa, top. Oh my God. I think Santa has it by a small margin. Santa definitely has it by a small margin. Now, if we do well enough, maybe I'll make a second version of this with a top hat, and then we'll vote as to what you like better. But as I said, we're going to be doing multiple greens on this. So it's going to be a very green, grinchy, Santa, creepy little guy. I'm hoping you can kind of see that color pattern in there. Can you see a little bit of that light green in there running through. Might do my flashlight for this. Oh, I forgot it. I'm gonna have to use the alternate light. I don't know if you can see that pattern in there. So that's what I was shooting for with a little pattern in it. So Santa themed top hat, that's not on the menu. We're gonna do the Santa hat. And then if it works out, we'll do one that has a top hat. The top hat for me, if we were gonna go top hat, I was trying to debate whether we should do a really, really tall top hat or a stubby one like this. That's where I was kind of in the position of, I don't know which way to go. But we're doing it out of greens. Yeah, we are kind of going Grinchy colors right now. We are kind of doing Grinch. A couple of years ago, I created a ornament that was called the Snitch, Snowman Grinch combo. I don't like that name. So we're going to have to do this, and then we have to rename it. We have to name it something else. Yeah, like 5-gallon top hat type thing. Big old hat. Because I do a lot of those stubby ones. That's almost like a derby hat. I don't think that's a top hat. That's more of a derby, I think. All right, so we're creating a big section here. I know what this guy looks like. Holy crap, I just figured it out. This has been bugging me for like the past 5 minutes. I couldn't figure it out. Wait till I show it to you, and if you're familiar with this character, you'll know exactly what it is. Let me get this down because I have to finish it real quick. All right, Jose Jalapeno. Yes, creative. Does that not look like it's starting to look like Jose Jalapeno off of Dunham? I'm not kidding. It is looking like Jose Jalapeno. I wasn't intending for that, but my mind was working. I was like, man, this looks like something. I couldn't figure it out. And then it just hit me. All right, so we got that part done. We're going to add a darker green to the top now. I know it does. Now you can't unsee it. A jack-o'-lantern spider ornament. I don't really like making too many pumpkin type things. Yeah, the puppet. It's not going to be Jose Jalapeno, but it was just giving that Jose Jalapeno vibe. For sure. All right, we got to add this portion here. Rose, thank you for sharing the live. Reading the chat. I have a big ass monitor in front of me, so it's not hard for me to be able to read the chat. The Joker one came out okay. It's still not perfect. I'll show it to you guys after this if you're still here. You want to see it, but it's not perfect yet. It's not that purple and green I want. It's not vibrant the way I want it. All right, we got to add a lot on here. Keep going. All right, we're looking good. There we are. Okay, we're going to bring it out. We're going to stretch this out now. This one I'm going to completely over exaggerate. So we're going full whimsical on this. Obsidian Ghost, thank you. All right, we got to warm it up. Keep it hot. We are making an ornament right now. We are doing a little bit of audience participation. All right, let me add the little pom-pom. All right, so now we have the hat engaged. Okay, next step, we have to put a nose on this. So what type of nose are we doing? We doing a big pumpkin nose or a snowman nose? We doing some type of animal nose? What kind of nose do you all want to see? What kind of nose should we put on this? Big, little. We can go really funky too. So there, it'll be like that. A big nose, snowman nose, big. Pig snout, yeah, that's an option. Pinocchio nose. Wow, Pinocchio nose is doing good. Snowman nose. Okay. So snowman nose has got definitely got it. So should we do it out of uranium glass or yellow? Yellow, orange, or uranium? What would you like to see? This is the uranium glass. I think it is. Let me make sure. Nope, that wasn't uranium. This one is. So this is uranium. Glows under black light. Or we can do yellow, like this, or orange. I'll let y'all. So far, lots of uranium. Oh, we're getting there so far. Yellow, uranium, bright yellow, uranium. I'm watching both chats right now. Uranium. Yellow would pop. Uranium will look good too. I mean, both of them are good options. Yellow, uranium. I just have to keep this warm, so I'm just watching chat. Uranium so far is in the lead, I think. Uranium. Okay, we're going to do uranium because I got to get going on this pretty quick. All right, we're doing a big one, like big-ass nose. No, I can't do a poll. It covers my entire screen. Big nose or little? Like Grinchy, beak-like nose? Big? Okay. All right. We're going to do a big-ass nose. Here we go. We're going to add it in. Got to build a mass of it. We're going to bring it down. There. Make sure it's all fused on there. Okay, just got to straighten it out. It's a little bit crooked. Crooked's okay, but it's really crooked. Okay, we're going to put some nostrils in the very back end of it too. We're going to raise it up a tiny bit. Okay, so now we have big ass nose on there. I may have to bring it up. No words about what it looks like right now. In fact, I'm going to pull it to a point. We're going to get rid of that. I can already see the comments coming in my head. Yeah, I saw it coming before it even started. I was like, nope. All right, we just got to keep it warm. Your name's Jason too? Well, welcome in. I have a hard time always saying my own name. Okay, so we got the big nose in there. That definitely helped it out. So we're gonna do, I want to do big googly eyes. Actually, should we do beady eyes or big googly eyes? What do you guys want to do? I'll let you all decide. Beady little eyes or big googly eyes? Let's start there. Oh, it's all good. You can say whatever. I'm good. I just always say, every time I say my own name, it's like weird. Small googly eyes, little eye, big. We can do a combo. We can do a big googly eye and a little one if you want. We can do a combo. Beady eyes, one of each, big googly, one big, one little. It's up to you guys. I'm letting y'all decide. We're doing it as a team group here. Both, big. Not too much. It's about 3,000 to get started in this hobby. One winking. I don't know how to do a winking one yet. I'll have to figure that out. Keep the theme big. Yeah. I was thinking that maybe they should be pretty big. Keep it all oversized, over-exaggerate everything. Okay. So we're going to go big because I agree. I think it should be big. So what color eyes? Should we do yellow? Bright yellow? This is where the yellow can come into effect. We can do slime green, keep the whole green effect going. The yellow will go good too. We can add white for that. So we can do white. Or cobalt blue. I don't think cobalt would look good. So. Now, purple would be a little off. Yellow. I think the yellow would look good, but I'm letting y'all decide. Yellow. This will be the underlay. There's still room for a little pupil on there. Yellow. Okay, we're going to do yellow, and then we're going to go... we'll talk about how to do the pupil. Because we can do green for the pupils. We can do all kinds of stuff for that. All right, let's do giant googly eyes here. I'm going to over-exaggerate it. Okay, there's number one going on. So we're doing all that. This is a lot of fun. And I love doing this with audience interaction because who the heck, I love having the input. You know, it kind of reminds me of like going to a magic show or a comedy show, and you see people working with audience. I think that's pretty amazing when you could interact with people. I love that thought. Because I like watching the comedian Matt Rife. I think he's funny as hell. But he's very good interacting with audience. So I kind of thought that would be kind of fun. We're making crazy ornament right now. And it's audience participation. Learn to make marbles? Yeah, it's awesome. Marbles are fun. Yeah, Rife is funny as heck. Okay. So these are the big googly eyes. I do have to move it a little bit because the one eye is a little too far off. I'm going to heat it up and move it over just a touch. So this is, as I'm going through, you're going to notice I move things. So there's one eye that's a little too far. We're going to move it real quick. This is what I do love about glass is you can fix things as you go. We're just going to take that and pull it over. We'll pull the other one over just a little too. Yeah, I like watching Matt Rife. I would love to go one of his concerts. I think it'd be fun as hell. One of his shows. I shouldn't say concert, but show. Okay, so now you saw how I moved the eye. Now it's not so far apart. So we got that little adhesion there. Okay, so for the pupil, we can do this really, really dark shimmer green. Where did I put shimmer green? There it is. So it turns out really, really dark. We can do shimmer green. Damn it. Really, TikTok? Hold on, guys. I got to do my CAPTCHA piece. This is the dumbest thing TikTok has ever done. TikTok AI, if you are listening, you are dumb. That CAPTCHA thing, every freaking live stream, stupid. All right, so beady for the eyeball. Are we doing a dark green that shimmers, has a little bit of a shimmer to it? We can do black on top of the yellow. So we can have dark green, black. We can do red. We can put red on there if you want. Black, dark green, red, and, well, we don't, white wouldn't look very good. Those are the colors, or this really, really dark purple blue. It's that tip, not the color rod. It's the tip. So I'm going to let you guys decide: green, black, super dark blue, or red. I'm letting y'all go. We're seeing where we're going with it. Green, green, green. No, there is no silver. Blue, blue, dark blue, red, dark green. Green is a little bit in the lead right now. Red, 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 green. Wow, red is starting to kick in. Red is really starting to kick in. Red and dark blue. Blue, green, red. Wow, red is really kicking in. And it's on yellow, so it'll look good. Okay. We're going to go with red. Red is winning by a long shot. Make sure we got some red on here. So it is going to be this red here. Now, the beauty of this particular red is it does have uranium in it, so it will glow with the nose. The problem is the red will not show up for a little while, okay? We're not going to get a really good view of it right off. Because again, that red doesn't like to show up until later. Later down the road. So we're just fusing that in right now, but it does have the uranium in it, so at least that'll be kind of cool. leave it like that so you can kind of see him glowing. I wish I could keep that color. Anybody want to screenshot that? That would be awesome. One of the mods. Watch this. Here we go. Would that not look cool as hell if we could get that glowing eyeball? That would be amazing. Okay. So we're getting to a couple stages here where we have to do a few things. So I can't get overly detailed on the mouth. Do we do a snowman mouth with a little coal, but go a lot of little dots to it? We can do a larger kind of open, creating these fake lips a little bit. Snowman dots. And then the other thing that you have to keep in mind is we can put a beard on him. We can put a beard on him too. So we can cover the whole thing. We don't even have to do necessarily a mouth. We can kind of do a gnome beard if you want to. So those are options right now. What kind of mouth are we going to put on here? Thank you. I like my hair too. I've had it my whole life. Beard, beard, beard. Hobo beard. Beard. Okay. Gnome beard. Okay. Ghost face mouth. We're just kind of going gnome beard, gnome beard, gnome beard. Okay. I think beard is really overtaking it a lot. Yeah, we're getting a lot of beard. That's definitely doing it there. I do sell these. This one is a one-off. This is kind of the, we're doing audience participation, and it'll probably be for sale. But right now it's just audience participation. It's easy to goat beard. Okay, so now that we kind of have a beard going, what color beard? Do we keep the green going? Or do we, we could do a handlebar mustache and beard. That's for sure. That would actually kind of be cool. White, we have white. White would look good on this. It'll definitely pop. Yeah, the white I have will definitely make it look amazing. White beard, okay. Slime green. White, white, white. White, white. Yeah, lots of white going on. Actually, we can do a blend of white and shiny green. Y'all want to do that? Yeah, let's do that. What do you think about white and shiny green mixed in together, blended? What do you think? That way it has a little depth and character to it. Okay. So we're going to garage this in the kiln real quick while I make that. I'm going to put that in the kiln temporarily. Let's grab the white. Hoping I have a pretty good size here that kind of play around with. Yep, it'll work. All right, let's do this. So we're going to use a little bit of green. What's up, Kevin's Book? Kevin's Book is in the house on TikTok. White and red. The red might throw it off because we got that green theme going. Yeah, we definitely have the green theme going. Thank you for the hat mustache, Kevin. Thank you for the heartbeat too. Thank you so much. Okay, so we're going to add this green on. I got to make sure I have enough though. Definitely don't want to run out. I'm going to come through and add a little more white here, surround it a tiny bit. So if y'all on TikTok are not following Kevin's Book, you need to follow Kevin's Book. Kevin is a former Homeland Security investigator for crimes against children. internet crimes against children, and I can let your mind run as to where that goes. And the reason I appreciate Kevin from Kevin's book so much is that would be such a hard job to do, to experience and see all the things that he must have seen that have happened to kids, still be a good human being. It says a lot about his character. So I so much appreciate him, and that's why I always shout out. If you are on the tube, Kevin's book, his name is Hunter of the Damned, and it sounds just what it is, Hunter of the Damned. Kevin, again, took out pedophiles, essentially. So I have huge respect for Kevin. All right, so we got this color all in here, and we're gonna kind of mix it up a little. So I don't want to blend it like mixing it. I want to create striations in it. So in order to do that, we got to do folding. Yeah, they are the meta glasses, correct. So we're going to fold this in here. This is a lot like what you see when they make taffy. So we're going to bring it out and fold. We're going to bring it out and fold. And I don't know if you can see all that, but this is one of my favorite techniques on here, is creating all these folds in here. So we're going to come in and fold. And this is what gives really nice color patterns in here. I don't really want to mix it up. I just want to blend so that you see like striations in there, kind of like my head. We're going to bring it out and fold like that. Get it brought down. Then heat it up again. Bring it back out. So elongate, grab it, rip it, fold it, push it, and like that. So I'm getting a little thin at this top. I'm going to have to let it cool for a second. We're going to switch it over this way so I can show you in camera angles a little better. And one or two more folds, and I think we'll be good. I think we'll have enough material to make the beard. If not, I can always make more. But this is exactly like pulling taffy, making candy. This is the taffy moment. Bring it out, rip it like that, and then we're just going to pull it to a rod now. Now that we have enough in there and it looks pretty good, we got enough striations in there, we're going to pull it down into a usable rod. And here we go. We're looking good. This is actually going to be pretty awesome when it's done. Should have a nice like marble texture to it. Okay, we're going to pull it down a little bit more. And that's all she wrote on that. Hoping you'll be able to see the colors in there. Yeah, it is the meta with Dididium. So yeah, you can't really see the color in there all that well. Maybe in this back end you can see a little bit back here, but it definitely has those green striations running through it. In fact, we'll turn them on. We'll do some meta view. All right, so next step, we're going to take some white and run it through. Yeah, there they go. Actually, I'm going to put these two together and use this. This will be perfect. So we're going to add a little white base to it first. And then after we get done with the base of it, then we'll add the green stuff. So we got to layer it twice. And it should be amazing. Okay, I'm going to make sure this flame is all set. There. Didymium is a material that that's used to filter out certain light, I guess, colors, tones. I'll show you what didymium is before we get started, because once I get started, it's really hard to show. So I'm going to bring this out. So right now you see nothing but a bright flame right there, but with the glass. So I'm going to bring the filter in, and you're going to see it kind of go disappear like that. So that is the material right there. So now we bring it in, and you can see it kind of makes all that super bright light like that go away. And that's the material that my glasses are made of. I also have an extra filter on top of it, a welding shade number 3. So it goes a little bit darker than that, but that's what the material is right there. That's how I can see what I'm doing while I'm working. Okay, we're going to pull this off. There we go. All right, let's bring the funkiness out. Right now, you can definitely see his eyes getting crazy. The red kind of came in already. It's looking good. We're going to warm it up. Get rid of any possible cracks. Got to warm it up. Warm it up. Okay, there we are. We're going to come around. We're going to attach a holding rod to the top so I can do the beard. Going to have to fuse it on really good too. So I got to put a rod here so I can work this in. Yeah, it's just a special ornament. It's literally special. It's going to be the definition of special. Do I have a limited amount of gas and propane? No. I have a lot, but it's not unlimited. Okay, let's do the base of it. So this is just going to be the core, the underlayment, if you will. A little bit there. Okay, so now we have a little bit of beard to it, but now we're going to add that extra color into it. Thank you, the man Steve-O. Oh, you could definitely do this. I've never had anybody fail do this. So I've done what's called glass experiences where people have come in and made their own ornaments and stuff. Okay, are you hot? I got lucky, it's cooled off. So this has the green in it. And as I was saying when I started my live stream, I actually had a guy that was legally blind do this with me. And he did an amazingly good job. What was unique for him was the fact that he could see the shadows. Like, he was legally blind in the fact that he saw shadows. That's a form of legally blind. And so when he was working with the bright light, he could see shadows better than I could. And he ended up doing fantastic as a result. And then I had another person that was Parkinson's. It hadn't taken full effect yet. There was a lot of shaking going on, but it wasn't like uncontrollable yet. So he did it, and he was so excited because he had been a welder for 30 plus years. And he had just wanted to get near fire again. Okay, so now we got some striations in there. And we're going to start shaping this out. Have I ever made with really big glass? I mean, well, it depends on what you just think is big. I've done bigger. Okay, let's kind of pull this down a little. So we're going to kind of shape it out a tiny bit. Then we're going to start adding detail. We're going to grip it here and just pull it down a little. Okay, someone mentioned handlebar mustache. So do we do handlebar mustache, or do we just fill in the beard a little more? Do I go full handlebar or just beardish? I'll let you guys decide. Handlebar or normal beard? Oh, thank you so much for the 5,200 hearts. I appreciate it. Handlebar, 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 handlebar. Wow. Okay, that one's not even close. That's a definite handlebar all the way down. Oh, thank you so much for the jewels. Oh my God, thank you. Sprout, thank you so much. Big shout out to Sprout. Thank you. Beard, 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 handlebar. Handlebar definitely took it without even, it's not even close. That was huge. Handlebar definitely won. Hands down. All right, here we go. So this is handlebar. We're going to have to do a lot of work on this. I have to save a lot of material here. There we are. We're just overlapping all the way around. Make sure I have enough on here. There we go. Okay, we're going to give it a little bit of a curve because it's too straight right now. Okay, and then we're going to come in the middle here and just kind of blend it in a tiny bit. A little bit of depth. Used up just about all that green too. So now we got that funky look to it. Definitely has a neat characteristic to it. All right, last part. Do we put some ears on it, like big old ears? Do we do elf ears? Do we do round ears? What kind of ears do you guys want to do on there? What do you think? Like big elf ears? Or just round little baubles? What type of thing? Elf ears, elf ears, elf ears. Big old elf ears? Yeah, I was thinking that too. I think elf ears would look good. Yeah, big, big, big elf ears. We can do it out of slime green or a dark green. So dark green or slime green too. So start voting color. I think elf ears definitely have it. So slimy green, which is this very bright one here at the tip. Or do we do bright dark green, like shimmer, this one here at the very tip? All right, just keeping it warm right now. Orange, not an option. Slime, 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 shine, shine. Wow, it's getting close again. Slime, slime, slime. Dark, dark. Slime. Okay. It's about a 50-50, so we're going to do a combo. We're going to do slime with a dark shimmer outline. We're going to make it both. We're going to do both. Oh, they're out here. Okay, so we're going to make it both ways. Let's do this. I need to pull this into what's called a stringer. So we're going to thin it down a tiny bit. And then we'll kind of make it all the way around. We'll outline the ear with the shimmer green, but the basic of it will be the slime. All right, let's pull this down so I can get that. I don't want to use that. I want to use this. Much better. So yeah, we'll pull it down and then we'll make it look really good. That should be enough of it. Have a good one, Creative. Thank you for hanging out, Creative. I appreciate you. All right, so we're just going to bring this in. Smooth it. All right, let's make the ears. So, do you guys like being part of the process of making it? Is it fun for you? Is it not fun? How do y'all feel about participating in the making of the glass? Like audience interaction? Yeah? Okay. I just want to make sure it's like something people want. How do you get started in glass? There's several different ways, but I think the best part about starting out is doing what I call an experience. So you find a glass blower near you and you do a 2.5 hour session. And they walk you through some basic stuff, but you're not learning necessarily. They just teach you how to make like a mushroom real quick or something. But mostly it's to get a feel if you like being around the glass. Do you like being around the flame? Do you like having your hands this close to fire? A lot of people get nervous about that. So before you ever begin and buy equipment, I always recommend you do an experience just to see if you like it. All right, so here we go. We're going to flatten this out. Like that. Then we're going to take this green and we're going to surround the edge. Actually, we're going to give a stripe down the middle too. This might actually give it some cool character. So basically, we went around the edge and then we got that middle part done. Just added a little, and that's an addition. I've never done that before. So we're going to pull the ear out right now. We're going to shape it. Then we'll make a second one, and then we fuse them onto the item. Again, this is going to be over-exaggerated. Got to do a double transfer here. I actually need this color. This isn't the final shape of the ear either. It's just a basic. Once we put it on, I can move the ear around a little bit. We're going to take that, separate it there. Okay, we're going to put that in the kiln. Make the second one, and we'll do the fusion here right afterwards. So that's ear number one. Again, it's not the final shape. We'll get it after we get done attached. We can move it around. What's up, Marcia? How are you? Thanks for the Go Populars and the heart me. Okay, let's do second ear. And then we'll attach. So that's where we're at right now. Elaine, we are doing audience participation ornament. Audience, meaning the chat, has helped design this ornament that I'm working on. And we're just having fun making a one-off ornament. Like funky cool, and I think it's fun that everybody gets to participate in the experience. Interactive glass blowing. Okay, so we got this heated up. We're going to flatten it, do the same thing. Okay, it's about the same size, so we're good. Okay, and here we go. Adding it right to the edge. Bringing it down. And down. And we're good. So we're going to attach that, and then we're going to pull it into that ear shape, and then we'll start attaching everything. We're pretty close to being done with this one. We are pretty close to it. That actually came out good. Pretty happy with that. We're going to separate it. Clean up that bit right there, and then we're ready to attach. Y'all ready to put it together? Let's get it assembled. So there is kind of what the ear looks like right now before we assemble it. You can see a little bit of color running through it. Oh, I definitely have to change direction. Hold on. So there's the ornament we're going to be attaching it to. It's coming out good. I like it. But I have to flip the script on it here. Let me warm it up just to be 1000% sure it's all good. Okay, we're going to attach a little holding rod to the bottom. This way I can attach the ears comfortably. Otherwise I would not feel comfortable. Like that. We are doing just a one-off funky ornament. It's kind of a combination of Grinch, Santa, gnome, all that fun stuff. Have a good one. Thank you, Dean. Okay, we're going to bring it out. Separate this clear rod here. I'm going to try and keep this really super clean. Not distort the hat too much. Originally, I was going to try and make some type of ornament that was like Groot from Guardians of the Galaxy, some type of Groot ornament. I wouldn't make Groot, but some type of tree ornament like that. Some Groot. All right, let's go. Okay, here we go. We're going to take it out. This one's actually shaped pretty well. So there, we've got ear number 1 on there. It's kind of hanging out. And we're going to pop ear number 2 on there, which I may have to remake. Yeah. I'm remaking the ear. It's not right. We're going to do another one real quick. That first one came out good. This one is not. That second ear is not right. We're going to remake it real quick. There we go. Yeah, it's got to be just right. Add an earring? Oh, maybe. I actually might be able to do that. Trying to work it out in my head how I could do it. Because you don't want to add a little thin piece of glass in there. That would be very fragile. You'd want to add a solid disc that would look like a earring, but not be thin, breakable. All right, so first things first, we got to get this. We're going to smash it. Like that. Then we're going to add the green. Looking to have a hummingbird made. Awesome. We can definitely do that. All right, let's go here. We're going to add in the green to the sides. Like that. And then a stripe all the way down. It's getting a little funky. Stop moving. Edge a clear disc with black for the earring. Yeah, maybe. That might work too. I just have to, after I get done with this, I'll try the earring and then see if it, before I attach it, we'll have to line it up. See how it looks. Hoop at the top of the ear. We'll have to try and make the hoop first. Okay, so we're going to attach this here, and we're going to start making the ear real quick. There we go. That's better. Much, much better. It would suck to go through all that work just to put on one goofy ear. All right, let's go. We're good. Bring it out. That. Move it over just a tiny bit. Okay, so I don't know if anybody heard that about 30 seconds ago, but we got a little crack in here. So I'm fixing it up right now. And I'm having to follow it all the way around. But if you heard a little ping, that was a crack. And there we go, all fixed up. So now we got this little guy here. Like that. Let's see if we can make the little earrings. What's up, Elena? How are you? So you guys have designed, yeah, I hope it looks cool. You guys have helped design it. That's for sure. All right, let's make the earring. Let's see if we can make an earring. Can I make lips? Not on top of the beard. That would not work out. Yeah, all cracks are fixable, but there's a decision you have to make as you start fixing cracks. Do you chase it and keep following it to fix it, or are you at a point where you throw the piece away and start over? There are instances where it's faster to throw it away and remake it. Okay, so we're going to pull this down a little bit. Like that. Then we're going to make a backup just in case. Always good to have a backup. Okay, hello, how are you? Hola. The handlebars look kind of like arms too. Yeah, kind of. Everybody interprets it a little bit different. What's up, Megan? How are you? Thank you, Angie. We're going to come through and we're going to attach here. And we got to pull it down. Oh, that one got messed up right there. I'm going to separate that. I got to pull this little tiny chunk off here. Got a little thick. It wouldn't make a good loop right there. All right, I'm going to try it with black. I'm also going to try the earring out of yellow. So we'll see if I can get that yellow. No mask. You know, how would you blow glass with a mask? That's my question. Everybody says that. How are you going to blow glass with a mask? And this burns very, 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 very clean. I promise you the air that in my studio is cleaner than your dog's fart. So, definitely cleaner than a dog fart. All right, here we go. Stretch it. So I think yellow might actually be good too. It could be good. Can I do gold glass with stems? If you're talking about gold fuming, yes, for sure. Can definitely do that. Okay, so let's try these tiny little earrings. See what happens. See if I can make them work. Yeah, I want to try the yellow. Yeah, dog farts are horrible. I had a dog named Luna, and she could just clear my studio out. She was like the queen of it. And so we're going to, this is going to be hard to see because we're just making little earrings. All right, got to use a very controlled flame here. Let's see if I can get this to move around well. Like that. Try and get it to blend and look smooth. Not sure if this is going to work. We'll have to see. I'm going to take a look at it before we put it together. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I like having people participate in the process. I think that's the most important fun for me, is having people be a part of the creativity every once in a while. That's why we do audience participation, because I think it's kind of cool. Okay, so we're going to attach a little tiny spot right there. Man, I hate working tiny. I'm going to bring it around. Okay. We're going to have to vote on this. and see if we're going to add it. Okay, so we got the little tiny yellow. Okay, so it's a bright yellow simulated gold. Of course I can ship in the US. I am in the US. Okay, so we got a little tiny bit of yellow on there. It's not showing up yellow right now. It's definitely looking orange while it's hot. I made a hummingbird that fits inside of a dime. Like it fit inside of a dime. The hummingbird did. Okay, so we're going to try it. I don't want to get obsessed with it, like do too much of it. But we can put a little earring down here, like right there. And add it in. No, I'm not doing a nose ring, that's for sure. So we can put a little earring on it if you guys want to try it. So, do we try the earring or do we not? I'm going to pop this in here while you're voting because I can't let it cool too much. Put the earring on it or no? Higher up? Okay, yeah, we might go a little bit higher. I can't go too high. Can we do it towards the top? Okay, yeah, we can go. Are you talking like 3/4 of the way up high? Or middle? 3/4 of the way up? Or do I know what heady glass is? Yeah, I kind of know what heady glass is. High up? Okay. All right, so now you can see the yellow's definitely popping out. So that's how it's going to look. 1/3 from the bottom, 3/4 of the way up. Okay, we're going to try it 3/4 of the way up. I'm not going to go obsessed with these earrings though. So place it right about there, is what you're saying. I don't know which side. And out a little, like that. All right, we're going to place it up there. We're going to try it. Worst case scenario, I can tear the ear off and make another one. I'm not going to put too much on there, but yeah, there we go. So there is a tiny little earring on there. And I don't want to put too much on there. Just one I think is kind of cool. I don't want to over complicate the whole thing. Just has a little character to it. Oxygen and propane are the two gases. Thank you, Red Squeak. Thank you, Betty. Thank you, everybody, for participating in that. So that is the audience participation. I don't even know what we'll call it. We'll do a video of it tomorrow, and you guys can name it in chat. I don't even know what to call it. I have no idea what to call it. If anybody has some super cool names, you can also use Super Chat to get your name out there. You can name it with Super Chat. I'll show you what we're going to name. I had to put it in the kiln real quick. Let me bring it back out, and we'll show you what we're trying to name. I have no idea what to name it. I have zero name ideas. I'm going to bring it back out. I have to separate it later, but that's it right there. So little earrings on there. This little gnome guy, he's got a uranium glass nose. Hang by the hat. We'll separate it in a little while. I got to let it heat back up. I'll bring it back out. Spunky Gooner, Steve. You want to name it Steve? I'll definitely take a look at that. So you think actual name would be better? Or do you think like a creative name, like name it a normal name? I don't know. I'm going to let you guys decide the name. I'm going to let you all figure that out for sure. Definitely open to suggestions on it. 100%. Name him Jerry? We need to have a good funky name? Yeah, well, sometimes the most simplest name can be the best too. This is where it's really hard. St. Elster? That's funny, Kevin. Yeah, you could do that for sure. Like I said, I just don't know I don't know which direction to go on it. So do you guys want to see if we can do a tiny little hummingbird? I don't know. I've got a little bit of glass here. We might be able to make an itty bitty 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 hummingbird if y'all want to try it. Gizmo, Tony. So we can do a micro hummingbird if you guys want to try it. You won't be able to see too much while I'm making it, but 4-leaf clover would be cool. Yeah. So it would be baby, baby, baby. This is the one that fits inside of a dime. I definitely have to use my... if we do that, I'm going to have to use some enhancement here. Where are they? Seriously? There they are. So if we're going to do that, I got to use super micro so I can see it. Jolly Goblin. Glimey. Glimey's a fun name. Glimey is funny. Grizzler. Grizzler's funny too. There's a lot of cool ass names. We'll definitely vote on it. Like I said, I don't know who did the super chat, but Steve also works. Something like that works too. All right, so we got to do it this way. This helps me see. Let's go. We're going to make tiny, tiny, tiny bird. We're going to see how low can we go. We're going to have to do it out of black because that's what I have available. So we're going to do a red body and tiny little wings. Glorp, that's funny. Glorp is funny too. See, there's a lot of cool ass names. You'll buy the mini hummingbird? I don't know, Betty. It's going to be pretty tiny. And it's going to be micro. It won't be able to hang. It's just going to be a tiny little bird. Maybe I can add it to a sculpture. We'll have to see. But we're going to do super micro because people don't know how small you can go on this. So we're doing super micro right now. Won't take long though. Here we go. So we're making micro hummingbird. This is the part I hate about it. You got to wipe off all these little bits. Okay, let's go. Gotta do the tail the same way too. Okay, there's one little bit. We're going to come to the other side and do the other part. All right, now we're going to refine it a little. So that's the tiny little tail. It's even hard to see it focused in there. Just an itty bitty 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 tail. We're going to come through. Going to attach the little holding spot for it back here. We got the body created. Now we're going to have to add in the head. Like that. And let's start making some wings. So this is it so far. Little tiny micro. Pull that one off. I feel like Danica from CBXD. She makes those micro stuff. There. And then a tiny little beak. I should have probably did different colors because it's going to be super hard to see. But there, tiny little bird like that. Super, super hard to see the colors. I should have done a totally different set of colors. But that has uranium glass in it for the body with that red. And then we just tap. And off it comes. Smooth that out. Then the little birdie goes there. Hopefully you can see it near my head. But yeah, tiny ass little bird. Looks like a crow. Yeah, it's got too many dark colors. So I'll put that in a video tomorrow with the other stuff. Let's pull these off. There. These are always good. So if I got my glass blowers in the house, these little clip-ons. Christy, thank you for the music bubbles. Thank you, Christy. These are really, really good for when you have to do super detailed. They're little clip-ons to your glasses. This is why I always tell glass blowers, do not buy prescription glasses. Ever. You can get little clip-ons. You love miniatures? Yeah, miniatures are hard. Can I make a green and purple octopus, preferably chartreuse? Someday, yeah. I don't have the colors up here right now, but yeah. If you custom order it, we'll make it live. We can definitely make it live. All right, so we got all these little bits all over the place. I'm going to assemble them all together, and we're going to turn it into something funky real quick. Just going to mix it all together. I have no idea what we're going to make right now. But we're going to turn it to something, maybe a heart ornament. Maybe we should do a quick heart ornament. That would be kind of fun. I haven't done a heart in a while. And it'll have like a flavor of different colors. What's up from Argentina? Welcome in. Okay, we're going to grab this and bring it in. How do you do what? Add it in. Go to my website and send me a message about via email about what you want done. We'll design the octopus, and then we schedule a time and we assemble it for you on live stream. So if you have items of that you want to purchase and you want to see it made on a live stream, I'm very happy to do that. Yeah, French Toast, I don't know if you saw the AWS went down today, and I haven't been able to add items to my Etsy right now. Amazon services went down, and I couldn't even get to my orders. I went to go print out orders that I got, and I couldn't even print them out today. It drove me crazy. I thought something was wrong on my end. So I'm starting to look around for, I'm trying to find if I did something in the settings. And finally I asked ChatGPT, hey, I'm having trouble with this. And it came back and said, well, yeah, Amazon went down. It made your work crazy? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I wasn't able to add it today. I was really frustrated. Okay, so we're going to add this in there. You look like Guy Fieri. No offense. As you know what? I know, he looks like me too. We're going to make a quick heart ornament. And we're going to do it a little funky. I don't like making standard hearts. So like if you want one that just kind of looks normal, I'm not your glass blower. I'm not your huckleberry. But if you want a heart that has a little bit of character to it, like super funk, I'm your guy. Yeah. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Matt. Appreciate it. Yeah, a lot of servers went down. Did a lot of people experience the servers going down? Because it was really frustrating. Like I said, I almost started trying to go in and redo all my settings. I thought it was my end. And I asked ChatGPT for help, and it was like, well, duh, you're going to have a problem. AWS went down. And I was like, actually help me out. One more, got a little bit of black here. Let's add it in. So we're doing what I call end of the day colors. And end of the day colors are, we're just taking a lot of little bits from the end of the day, and we're mixing it together, getting a one off. It happened to everybody. Yeah, that's what I was saying. It was crazy. Izzy couldn't get to school today? Really? Yeah. So anyway, that's why Zero is not in the Etsy store. And I was going to add Zero, and there's two other items I was going to put in there. I can't even remember what they are now. But I could not get in to do it. I could log into my Etsy, but that was it. After that, I couldn't do anything. It just kept saying no. All right, so we're going to take this last little bit all the way up to this clear part, and then we're going to start shaping it into a funky heart. Okay, got that twisted, one fold. Like that. Okay, pull this off. Like that. And I need a little bit thicker holding rod, and we'll be good to go. Here we go. This is it. So now we're just going to make it into a circle. Guy Fieri hair. Oh, that would be actually funny. I should make an ornament with my hair, huh? That would be really, really, really fun. Do I have the glass dagger nearby? I do. Would you like to see the glass dagger? If you'd like to see the glass dagger, you guys just type 1 in chat. Just type 1. Rose hair is on 2003. Actually, it's 1998. My hairstyle's back. Got your decades wrong. Okay, we'll bring the little dagger out for a second. I don't know how many new people we always have, so I don't want to just keep bringing it out. You guys get tired of it. All right, let me get this finished off right here. There we go. So that is the glass dagger. That is handy. So a little dragon head right there. Flip it around, we got the shiny side, not shiny side, the matte side, little stabby. Yeah, this is the dagger. It is pretty sharp too in the front. It's got a nice taper to the blade. All right, so let's get this heart done. Thank you. Yeah, it's kind of like one of those things where I was sitting there and I was like, what do I make? And that just popped in my head. You know? Oh, thank you, Christy. How you doing, Christy? You changed your profile picture again. Okay, so we're going to flatten this out. Start making a heart. So this should have like a bunch of different colors running through it. So hopefully you can see these little striations of color running through. I'm going to bring it out here. Let's see if I can just flashlight it. Yeah, you can definitely see all the colors running through. Kind of looks like agate right there. That's why I like to have the light there, because this doesn't show as well what it's going to look like. What's the most expensive piece you made? Roughly $12,000. It was a long time ago, though. I don't do anything that expensive anymore. I don't make that stuff anymore. I'd rather get it in the hands of people than a few rich people. It was a chandelier that went over a pool table. It was an antique pool table. Apparently someone famous owned this pool table. And it was very antique, very cool looking. I mean, it was really cool. But it was a chandelier that went over it, and I made every one of the little arms coming off the chandelier. They were all stainless steel. But I made the arms at the end. Each light pod was a pool ball. So the pool ball was the light pod. And that was the chandelier. It was tough to make, getting it all right. And I always forgot to say, it wasn't like the modern pool ball. I had to actually make it like antique pool balls. So that's the part that was hard, is I had to make it out of antique. That look, because the pool table was super antique. That's a word. Is antique a word? Probably not. Okay, so you see we're starting to get this. So this is where these things can take different shape too. You can turn this into an arrowhead. You can turn it into a heart. These are a lot of shapes that you can do when you're going through and transform them into like many different things. I'm going to pull this down and taper it off. And this is where a lot of glass, a lot of the processes stay the same up to a certain point, and then it's the last 5 or 10%, even 20% that can change it from, you know, a guitar pick or an arrowhead to an heart. So a lot of the basic stuff all stays the same. It's the last between 5 and 20% that change that. This will definitely be a pendant. It's going to be a heart shape. But it's not going to be a normal looking heart. I don't like normal. How long have I been doing this? 31 years. This is year number 31. Yeah, it's been a little while. Yeah, I like to make things a little unique and create things that are odd. Are they durable? Super durable. Yeah. So the glass I use is called borosilicate. People commonly refer to it as Pyrex. I mean, it's still glass. You have to respect it that way, but it's a lot stronger than your normal glass that's out on the market. You know, but it's still glass. Oh, thank you, John. Yeah, I love working with color. All right, so we're going to take this and simmer it down a little. Now I'm going to try the heart in a different way. Normally I use what's called a V-necking tool. Create the impression. It has a little V shape. Tonight we're actually going to cut this. So we're going to take it and we're going to cut it down the middle with some scissors and create the heart shape that way. So there we go. Little snippies. I haven't done it this way in a long time, but I figured I might as well practice just to cut it. I haven't done it for so long. This is the way I used to do it all the time. Now you can see we just sliced it with scissors. Then we start melting this in, and you create one side at a time. So we're just going to come in and kind of start melting things down a little. A little smash there. Smash there. It's almost looking like it's going to be a Pokemon or some type of crazy bunny at the moment. Okay, we're fusing all that together now. Betty, have a good night. Thank you so much. Yeah, you will see me tomorrow as long as I got power. I didn't have power for a while. Okay, so the next spot we're going to do, we're going to do a heart. So we're going to kind of bring these lobes down a little. They're too high. So we're just going to work and gravity pull them down. I don't make things that, like I said, this isn't going to be a traditional heart. It's going to definitely have some character to it. So we're going to bring it up and start using gravity to pull the lobes down. I think a lot of people, when they start doing this as a profession, they overthink it and use too many tools. Anybody's using? No, I've never had anybody use a pick. See how we just changed that look from the one side to the other? See this? I always think this side looks so much cleaner than the other side. I think it looks a lot better. I like to have that little bit of a lope to it. And like I said, a lot of people, when they first start doing this, they depend on tools too much. know, I always refer back to like the Roman era. They didn't have a whole lot of tools. They did everything gravity. I saw some absolute beautiful glass when we went to Pompeii, and I saw this one little vase there. It was like a vase slash jar. Man, it was beautiful. And it had this aqua color that I had never seen, and I've never seen in glass before. It was like an aqua, but when you looked at it from certain light, it went green. It was totally cool. All right, so next spot. You were in Pompeii too? Yeah, it was in the it was like in the museum area towards the front entrance of Pompeii. And that was actually pretty awesome. Is this a memorial? No, this is not a memorial one. This is just funky because I have it. All right, so we're going to put a hole right through one of these spots here, right in this area. We're going to drive a hole through it. So instead of adding a hook, we're going to put a hole in there, and that way it can hang through the heart. And this makes it 10 times stronger. There. So that you don't have an extra addition of something that you have to, worry about breaking. All right, here we go. We're going to start adding it in a little bit. See that little smoke coming off there? That's the beeswax. So that's another pro tip. If you are doing a lot of glasswork, beeswax is amazing. Love working with it. It smells so damn good too. I think beeswax is one of my favorite scents. Just smells hella good. But most importantly, it doesn't scar the glass. So as I'm using it, it acts as a kind of a lubricant to go through and not scar the glass as I'm opening that up. There, now we have a hole running through the heart. Okay. And again, it doesn't look like much, but now we're about to get it looking good. Okay, we got the top portion done. Don't have to add a hook to it anymore because we have a hole running through it. And that's what I do love about it. No extra hook. I'm going to park a little holding rod right here. And then we're going to shape it. Scar the glass. If you're not careful, metal tools can leave little impressions or residual metal onto the glass. It scrapes it. It'll scar it essentially. So in order to avoid that, you use the beeswax, and that will lubricate the glass as you are melting it and shaping it. And it'll stop it from going crazy. Okay, so here we go. We're just going to pull it down. Like that. Now, tell me that wasn't badass right there. Tell me that was not badass. I may be old, but I still got some reflexes. God damn it. It's really testing my patience, though. It is totally testing my patience. Okay, here we go. Yeah, it does have kind of a Tim Burton look to it. Again, I don't like normal stuff. I like to kind of give it a little character. Okay, we're going to round it out a little bit. Thank you for the music bubbles, by the way. I appreciate it. Okay, we're going to burn it off, and I'm going to show you the colors. It should look pretty amazing. Now it's not going to separate. Watch. It's going to be like, no, not coming off. So there is the end result. Now we're going to shine a little light on it. Hopefully y'all can see the beauty of it. See how it's kind of got that agate look? Now watch. Now you can see definitely those blues and stuff running through there. It just is gorgeous. Yeah, it's definitely unique. It's got a cool effect to it. Where am I from? My mom. Where are you from? All right, so we got that done. And that one is all finished. Now, I'm located in Washington State. I'm up in the Bigfoot country. Thank you, French Toast. Thank you, Red Squeak. Thank you, Christy. Yeah, that one's definitely unique. It's definitely got some character to it. Thank you, Gail. All right, so we're going to put this together. So this extends the life of the colored glass. Is that a marble? Which one are you referring to, Kevin? You're in Silverdale? I'm north of Seattle. I'm up in the Everett area, past Everett a little bit. Marysville. Oh, yeah, there is a marble on here. I'll show it to you. I will show you the marble. This one's kind of cool. This is a nice marble. Okay, we're going to bring this here. So that extends the life of all that, all the color. That's where the bulk of your money will go if you do this as a living. Colored glass is where all your money goes. So this has all these little spider webs in it, like that. This is the double galaxy without any backing to it. This is the raw version of it. We'll bring it out. Oh, how about not seizure mode? There. I wish I could just hold this a certain way, but yeah, there. Yeah, there you go. So it's got definitely some like little finger tentacles running through it. It's almost like a little octopus version running through there. Colonel Williams, no, I'm not wasting propane. I'm wasting oxygen. Get it right. I always think they know what they're talking about. I should just leave my torch on all night just to annoy him. Just leave it on screen, running. Okay, let me extend the life of this one too. Gotta add it in. And there we go. So this is, like I said, extending the life of the colored glass. This is, well, I'm explaining what it is right now. This is the most expensive part of glass blowing, this color right here. All of it, all the color. They range anywhere from $35 to $150 a pound. And when you take that into account, it goes through, it's a lot more expensive than the gas by a long shot, or the electricity, all that stuff. You know what I mean? I'm not worked at Colonel Williams. I don't know what you're referring to. You can't get me. You can't piss me off. I am Gen X. We made a living out of making fun of each other. We did it for fun. Anyway, so that's where a lot of your money goes, is it goes into the colored glass, and you want to extend the life of it as much as possible. That's why even the stuff that's in my recycle bin, the water, I take and I move it into what's called frit. And frit is ground up glass, like in the size of sea salt. I'll show you a little example of it. So yeah, that's where, if you ever get into this, that's where the bulk of your money will go. All this colored glass is where your money will go. Actually, I'll just use this because this is a little container of it. So this is frit in here. This is ground up black frit, like that. You can kind of see it in the bottle. What do I use to grind it up? I have a ball mill that goes through, and the ball mill just runs it through, and then I got a screening, so like colanders, like for spaghetti or vegetables, washing, all that stuff, just cooking sorters we'll use for glass. And I bought like several different sizes that have different hole sizes, so you just filter next one down, next one down. Then you can separate sizes, so it makes it really nice. Okay, what was I going to make after this? Crap. I don't know. We're going to do something funky again. We just got to make funky. You know what? We're going to do an inside film. We're going to do inside. So fuming on the outside is kind of cool, but we're going to do this one on the inside. I'm going to show you the principle behind color changing glass. On the end of this rod is a little tiny chunk of silver, pure silver. We're going to vaporize that into the glass. Kevin, thank you so much, Kevin. I appreciate you. We need to chat at some point. We need to I need to go in your live stream too. Which part did you miss? Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to open up the tube, and we're going to seal the end off, and then I'm going to fire the silver into the inside of this tube. And what's going to happen is it's going to color it a little bit. And once it colors it, we're going to blow it into an ornament, and you're going to see it change like 3 different colors off of it. Big love from Egypt. I love big love from Egypt. My wife's in Egypt right now. She's having a good time. All right, so we're going to bring it out. Yeah, this will be fun. If you have not seen color changing glass, it's pretty awesome. It doesn't have to be just used for glass pipes. It could be used for all kinds of stuff. Okay, so we're going to superheat this, and then we're going to open it up, seal the other end off, otherwise the flame will travel through the little handle there, and that sucks. That hurts. That actually sucks a lot. What's up from Wisconsin? How are you? What's up, Roberto? Okay, we're going to open this up on the end. We're just going to dilute it down at the end here, and then we're going to pop it like that. Then we're going to take this and flare it open. Doesn't have to be perfect because we're going to close it back down. Yeah, this is, it's not going to be too funky. It's just going to be different. We're going to come in and seal it off. Again, if not, the flame will travel all the way through there and burn my little hand. And here we go. So we're going to use a small flame. This is all clear. And the next step is we're going to take pure silver and we're going to throw it into the inside of the glass via the flame. So the silver is going to superheat on this flame, and it's going to use the flame as a conduit and travel to the inside of the glass. Here we go. And there it is. There's the silver, and it's starting to coat it. And there we go. So this is kind of fun too. So it doesn't look like much, right? There's a lot of silver in there. We're going to change it just by changing the flame chemistry. Here we go. And it just changed again. So now it got a lot darker. See that? We're going to change it again by burning it in. We're going to use an oxidizing flame. Like that. It's going to leave you all these little clear spots in it. Okay. And one more time with a reducing flame. So this is more propane now. And then it darkens it back up. So what that did is it just built the silver into the matrix of the glass. So now all that silver is on the inside of that tube. You can see it directly on the inside. Like that. That's why I opened this up so y'all can see the inside of the tubing. Steph is in Egypt right now. She is, I think, in Luxor, Egypt. Okay, so now we're going to take this and we're going to turn it to an ornament. Now that color is actually going to dissipate a lot more. Once I start melting it in and start blowing it out, yeah, this is called fuming. Once we start blowing it out, the color's going to look a lot less in here. And it should leave a little bit of a residue, which will make it color changing. And that's exactly what we want. We want it color changing. So now we have to seal it all off. Just bring it all to the front and center, taper it down. There we go. Now we're sealed. So we sealed the tube right back up. Now all the color is trapped on the inside of the tube. Got to see this through. Yeah, this won't be long. I promise. This will be very fast. We're not going to be too long on here. Yeah, this will not take a long time right now. And I appreciate you hanging with me. So we're just going to bring it down, give it a little puff of air. Like that. I'm hoping I have a short stubby rod. Yep, I do. Right there. Burn that off. Attach it to the bottom. So I have a holding rod. And the purpose of this is, as I start to melt it, this tube's going to want to flop around. So this stabilizes that. Bring it out here. We're stabilizing everything right now. How about a little more heat? There we go. Like that. All right, last part is we're going to heat this whole thing up and blow it open. This is a Glass Torch Technologies Kabuki. It's called the Kabuki. Opinion on butt cheeks? I don't know. Yep, GTT. Have I ever burnt myself? A little bit, not bad. I've gotten a lot more cuts than burns, that's for sure. Definitely a lot more cuts. We're going to take this and we're just going to blow it open. We're going to get some color changing effects to it, hopefully. I might have put too much silver in here, but it is what it is. I'm going to put a little hook on it. Then, now when I show you with the flashlight what it does, you're not going to believe it, how awesome it is. Looks like dog poo right now. But when you see it in the light, it looks really good. Okay, I'm going to just have to hold it upside down. So you can see not a lot of pretty colors to it, right? But now you can see all the blues coming through that way. I don't know if you can see. So in the sunlight, you're going to see all these little blues and yellows coming out that way. It just looks outstanding. So that's the color changing glass. So the darker it gets up, see even up against my shirt, you can see it got hot. It got kind of bluey, even down there. So silver fume is awesome. Yeah, I love it. It's like one of the magical little features that you could do with glass. And you know, I think it's always one of those things that you get a different color running through it all the time. Do I ship international? Yep, I sure do. I definitely ship international. But yeah, let's see. Let's test it. There you go. I'm not going to slam it on the ground, but that's pretty good. That's not bad. All right, let's finish off the last little piece we did. The first piece we did, the goblin dude. There, this guy. Actually, he's got a tiny little crack in it again, damn it. He's causing me a problem. Oh, you little bastard. Chasing the crack now. Definitely chasing it around. So it had a crack running all the way around it. This is the other thing about glass. You just can't get mad. You just have to look at it and go, okay, gotta fix it. It's okay. And now we're good. There it is. So that's the creepy, crazy, goofy looking elf. I know, right, Christy? And the little earring looks good. That was a good touch. So we're going to put it back in the kiln before I do too much, because if it cracks again, I want to leave that on there. What would cause the crack? No, it wasn't too heavy. There are several different reasons for it. Maybe I didn't fuse the little... There might have been one part on that beard where I didn't fuse it in all the way. Or there was a spot where I did... Christy, have a good night. Thank you. Or maybe there was a spot where when I went to go finish the earring off, I hit it with the flame for 1 second and didn't like heat the whole thing all the way up. So it just hit it for a second and it can crack that way. There's several different reasons for the cracking that can happen. So a number of things. You just can't get mad at it. You just have to look and say, okay, it cracked. I'll fix it. Now, when you're in the beginning of glass blowing and you just made that piece and it's like your first epic piece you've ever made, you look at it and you go, I'm so pissed. And you just get angry and you want to throw glass all over the place. You get used to it after a while and you just look and say, okay, it cracked. I'll fix it. Anyway, I am going to call it a night. It has been, how many hours have been streaming? 3 hours. We've been streaming for 3 hours. So I got to get up and get my butt moving around because I got numb butt happening. That's how I can tell when I'm at 3 hours. Could I see the heart when you're not busy? Yeah, I can bring the heart out real quick. That I can bring out. I don't know if I'll be able to stab through there too well. But that's it. I have to shine the light on it. Have any of my pieces exploded in the kiln? Of course. There. Now you can see all those colors coming through. I love that agate look to it. That's a little wild child of a heart. Yeah, I like all those. Oh, good night. Thank you, guys. Yeah, that's the heart. It's my little wild child piece. Anyway, yeah, I'm going to call it a night. It's been 3 hours. I need to take a break. So I will see you all later. I appreciate you hanging with me. It's been a blast. So yeah, I'll be on tomorrow. I don't see any wind coming, so I should be on tomorrow. Should be good. So I will see you guys later. Good night. So we're going to do that.